Yeah, man. So look, today I will have to report on another horrible experience at a company. This place is called Midwest Flexible Hose Inc. These people do not care about the candidates that are reaching out for. So they are essentially not only keeping people from getting a product, getting the client getting a product so people can keep moving, you know, because these hoses go into all sorts of places. They go into plumbing systems, they go into electrical systems everywhere, and so everyone benefits from this production. So I'm saying everyone benefits from this type of stuff. So when they hold up the process of someone getting into the position, they are essentially holding up the production of the products that people depend on, you know, and they also keeping people from working, which is holding up the economy because, you know, what I'm saying is it's a ripple effect. I know this is one place, but if you got thousands and thousands of people doing this, essentially this is holding up the economy because if people are not able to make the money, then how can they spend it and put it back into the economy? You see what I'm saying? So if there are hundreds and thousands, if there are hundreds and hundreds or thousands of these places doing this, then that is hindering the economy, you know? And you want to be a productive member to society. You want to contribute by producing products that will help and assist people in what they're trying to do, whether it's plumbing, whether it's electrical, construction, whatever. You know, these things can go into vehicles, you know, all sorts of things. And these people want to play games. I called these people. I applied. I would say December, the first week of December. I applied. You know, and then I followed up. So before Christmas of last year. So today is January 12th. So I called them prior to a week before Christmas, you know, and I followed up. So why are y'all posting this job on there if y'all not intending to bring somebody on? You know, why was it posting on there December 12th and December, you know, way before the holidays and all that? Why was it on there? It does not make sense, because if somebody follows up, you know, and they say, "Oh, we're trying to wait till the holidays are over," okay, that's understandable to a certain extent, but y'all could have waited and then posted it. Like, what's the purpose of doing that? That does not make sense, because everybody's on vacation and da da da. Like, okay, that's fair, you know. And then after the holidays pass, and you follow up, you know, on the 5th, after all of the holidays pass, the first Monday. Hey, yeah, I called y'all before the holidays hit. I applied for the position. What's going on? What's going on? They say, oh yeah, it's we have about 500 applications we're going through, blah blah blah. Okay, you might think you have 500 applications. Yes, you probably do have 500 applications, but there are not 500 people sitting around waiting for your call. Logically, those 500 people have done other applications at other places. So when you're taking your sweet time to go through these applications, you got all this free time to sit around. You know, your clients waiting on the products, the people that's, you know, going to benefit from it in society, they're waiting. You know, it's other people waiting for the job opportunity so they can pay bills. But you're taking your sweet time and you're talking about you have 500 applications. There are not 500. Look, it's going to be it's going to be 50 people. It's going by the time they reach out to people, there's going to be 50 people out of those 500 people. There's not going to be no 500. I don't know what illusion these people think it is. So they basically saying when they see fit, when the time comes, whenever that is, 500 people are just going to be sitting by their phone waiting on your call. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that because people are not robots. They are human beings. They have to keep moving. Those 500 people, I hope there are other opportunities out there that are serious about bringing people on and giving them an opportunity. You know, these people could at least give you an interview or at least do something. It's like they're playing games. It's almost as though they're putting postings on there just to say they got it on there, but they're not even serious about bringing somebody in. A complete waste of time. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't want anybody to come there, or you weren't serious about it, then why did you put the posting up there? That's my question. This place is a joke, man. And it's so many places like that, and it's just sickening, man. So sickening, you know. And I just want the public to know this is a horrible place. Look, they got only one review. I'm gonna leave them a bad review. I have to leave them a bad review. 7 years ago, but nobody else gave them any review. This place is a joke, man. You know. So, that was the main thing that made me scratch my head, and that really just bothered me a little bit. Like, this dude really has the audacity to think that 500 people are sitting and waiting on your company. How many companies do you think are in the surrounding areas in proximity? It's an entire county and state, and you know, it's hundreds and thousands of other companies. You know, I know people probably, oh, you could apply somewhere. I am applying other places, but at the same time, I could have already been working here. I spent my time applying here, following up, waiting. I'm being very patient, and I called these people, you know, and I'm not saying they haven't, they are obligated to give me a job. What I'm saying is how they're going about it is very discriminatory. And what y'all fail to realize is discrimination actually exists. There's a reason the EEO gives candidates the opportunity, the option to file a complaint for discrimination. There's a reason that exists. If that never happened, if discrimination never existed, then they wouldn't exist. There would be no file a complaint for discrimination. Do you understand that? I don't think a lot of people understand that. So they feel they act like, oh, that doesn't exist. Oh, that's not happening. That doesn't exist. Yes, it exists. It completely exists, clear as day. So when I encounter this, I feel bothered because there are other people out there looking for opportunities. There are a lot of other people out there looking for opportunities. So the thing is, look, it's been in business since the 1960s. No wonder. Discrimination. Straight like that. What I was saying was, yes, there are other companies out there, but we can't just sit idly by and let these people get away with this stuff. That's my point. Because we have to hold these people accountable for their actions. You can't just treat people any type of way, you know, respectfully. And then he's not even making sense. I call him back. I say, hey, what's up with the opportunity, the job that I followed up on, that I applied for? You know, are y'all at least gonna take a look at my resume to give me an opportunity, a fair chance? And then he's like, oh yeah, corporate handles that. Like, okay, so when I called you the last time, you said that you were still going through applications, and he said that he was the hiring manager. He's going through applications the previous time. And then when I just called back, he said, he said that the corporate is the one that handle that. So how are you aware of how many applications and how are you aware of the details of what's going on if corporate is handling it? Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you even talking about? He's just making something up to put the blame on somebody else. You're a real coward, man. But like I said, man, I'm doing this for future reference for anybody else out there really serious about pursuing something. They don't have that many options. They don't have that many options, and they are depending on somebody to give them opportunity so they can provide for their family, so they can keep going and survive. That's why I'm doing stuff like this, because there are a lot of people out here that think they can get away with anything and treat people any type of way. That's why I'm doing stuff like this, you know? So it is what it is. Don't do business with these people. Don't apply there. We need to boycott. We need to stay away from companies like this. And I will keep exposing companies like this, you know? Something like an audit, you know? I'm basically auditing these companies at this point to see how they are conducting, how they are treating people, you know, in the process, you know, because this is not right. It's not right. But yeah, man, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, man. All right.